So, good evening, everyone. My name is B. Kashinath, working as senior lecturer in electronics and communication engineering. My institute name is Government Polytechnic Sangareddy, uh, and my subject, which I am going to teach you, is electronic measuring instrument, which is in third year, fifth semester, and the subject code of this electronic measuring instrument is 18 EC 504 EMI, and it comes under the elective subject of the third year fifth semester. So it is mentioned as E, and it is the first option in electives, so it is the A. So subject code is 18 EC 504 EMI EA, and the topic is the final chapter we are going to discuss today, that is the test instruments. In that one, subtopic is types of distortions to the various signals. That is a subtopic which we are going to discuss today. So in the previous class we have learned about the basic concepts of the resonance, introduction to test circuits. uh, so what is test circuits, and we have learned about the concept of resonance and concepts of quality factor and measurement, working principle of the q meter. Q meter works on the principle of series resonance, and quality factor is used to measure the electrical characteristics of coils and capacitors by using the series resonance. And we have discussed of the block diagram and explanation of the quality factor meter. And in the previous class we have discussed also about the working of the digital IC tester also. So working of digital IC tester, how we are checking whether the IC is working or not by using the block diagram and explanation. We have discussed the working of digital IC tester by using the simple concept of if we give the power supply to the basic IC, if it is um, heating such that after 10 to 15 seconds, if the IC is melting, means you can't touch with your hands, then we can say that the IC is not functioning properly. Then by the block diagram we have given the detailed explanation of the digital IC tester. Today we are going to discuss about the um, uh, uh, on completion of this class we will discuss about the introduction to distortion in electronic systems. So basic types of distortion in electronic systems. So what are the types of distortion, and the total harmonic distortion, and list of distortion analyzers. So on completion of this class you will be able to know these topics, that is introduction to distortion in electronic systems, and the basic types of distortion in electronic systems, and total harmonic distortion, and list of distortion analyzers. So so coming to the distortion, so what is distortion? So actually you see that means and as a simple example, if you switch it on the TV, then your signal is not coming properly, then what you will see is that some kind of noise is there, some disturbance is there in the signal. So that's why it is not coming, the picture or audio is not clear, means actually uh, whatever the signal we are sending at the input, that is not received at the exact replica of the input signal is not received at the output. So uh, if there is whatever the signal we are sending at the input, if we are getting the exact replica of the input signal at the output, then we are saying that the output is very much accurate and there is no disturbance or no distortion. If suppose the output is not same as input, then we are saying that the signal is distorted. So that is when the input signal is not exact replica of the that is output signal is not exact replica of the input signal. That is, if there is a change in the original shape of the waveform, so that is it is a measure of signal impurity. That is, we are not getting the pure signal at the output, we are having the some impurity is added to the our original signal. So and it is characterized by the what is the proportion of energy of the sinusoidal signal transferred to the harmonics. So this distortion is characterized by the proportion of the energy of the whatever the sinusoidal signal is there, that is transferred to the harmonics. Means what is the actual signal and what are its uh, energy given to its subharmonics. That is the main funda of the this distortion. So distortion is change in the original shape of the waveform. So it is the measure of signal impurity, and it is characterized by the how much proportion of the energy of your sinusoidal signal transferred to the harmonics. Means actual sinusoidal signal and you will be having extra signal that is added to your sinusoidal signal. That is, yeah, an original signal, it will be suppressed and you will be having the extra signals that we are calling it as harmonics of the original signal, harmonics of the original signal. So that we are calling it as uh, extra signals added to our original signals, that we are calling it as harmonics. That harmonics may be second harmonic, third harmonics, up to nth harmonics. So they are added to our original signal to get the output signal not same as input signal. Then we are saying that the output signal is distorted from the input. That is the change in the original shape of the waveform. So it is a measure of signal impurity, and it is characterized by the proportion of the energy of the sinusoidal signal transferred to the harmonics. So it is a significant problem in electronic systems. So it is a major problem in electronic systems. So, and it is expressed, the distortion is expressed as the ratio of undesired component to the desired component of the signal. Undesired. So when we are calling the distortion, we are calling it as percentage of distortion. So percentage of unwanted signal present in the original signal. So that's why we are calling that distortion as it is the ratio of undesired undesired signal to the desired component of the signal. So so distortion is usually undesired component. So we have to eliminate that undesired component, we want only desired component of the signal. So percentage of distortion should be small in case of any type of electronic systems. So distortion is expressed as, what is distortion? If it is asked for 1 marks question, then you have to simply write it is the ratio of undesired component to the desired component of the signal. So desired component is what you have to actually get, and due to distortion you are getting the undesired components also. So you can write simply it is the ratio of undesired component to the desired component of the signal, that is called distortion. So and it is usually undesired components. And the different types of distortion in your electronic systems are, you will be having frequency distortion and the phase distortion, and third one is amplitude distortion. So there are three types of basic types of distortion in electronic systems are, first one is frequency distortion, second one is phase distortion, and third one is amplitude distortion. So we will discuss one by one. So what is frequency distortion? So frequency distortion occurs when when you are having different frequencies are amplified by different amounts. So frequency distortion occurs when different frequencies are amplified by different amounts. So and it is caused by combination of active devices and components. It is caused by combination of active devices and components, and it is a, you can see the frequency distortion, that is amplitude versus frequency on the spectrum analyzer. So you can see the distortion. So distortion means when you are having suppose you are going to send two signals having the frequency f1 and f2. So at the output you have to exactly separate the f1 and f1 signals of f1 and f2, but at the output you are getting sometimes uh, f1 plus f2 signal, or f1 minus f2 signal, or 2f1 plus 2f2 signal, or 2f1 minus 2f2 signal, like that. So that type of signals, due to the active devices and components, uh, there will be chance of different types of outputs of different frequencies. When amplified by different amounts, there will be frequency distortion happens. So so on at the output you have to see only if you are supplying f1 and f2. At the output you have to give, differentiate f1 and f2 signals, but at the output you will get the signals like f1 plus f2, f1 minus f2, 2f1 plus 2f2, like that signals. So that are the signals that are unwanted signals. So that type of distortion happens when you will be having different frequencies are amplified by different amounts. Then you will get the frequency distortion. So and this is the diagram for phase distortion. Means the phase of the signals may be varied due to different phases or different phase signals are transmitted to uh, uh, a network. What happens, the phase will be distorted. So actual phase should be, suppose the phase of one signal is 0, but it is shifted to some other phase like 30 degrees or 60 degrees. Means actually its phase shift should be say 0 degrees, but it is shifted to 30 degrees. Means we are not getting the exact phase shift. So that type of distortion we are calling it as phase distortion. So in this phase distortion, all the components of the input signal are not amplified with the same phase shift. So what happens in the phase distortion, all the components of the input signal are not amplified with the same phase shift. What is the reason due to for this phase distortion is due to capacitive or inductive reactance, present in the different components of the input signal, that will be amplified with the that will be amplified uh, with different phase shifts. If suppose you will be having the capacitive, then you will have plus 90 degrees phase shift. If you are having capacitive, then you will be having the current will be leading, like that. So what happens is uh, the phase is either leading or lagging. Means it is distorted. So actual phase of the signal will be distorted by this capacitive reactance or inductive reactance when all the components of the input signals are not amplified with the same phase shift. So that type of distortion we are calling it as phase distortion. And the third type of distortion, this is the main distortion that is happening in most of the circuits, is amplitude distortion. So it is the distortion occurring in a system or device when the output amplitude is not a linear function of the input amplitude under specified conditions. So this is called amplitude distortion. So what is amplitude distortion? It is the distortion occurring in a system or a device where the output amplitude is not a linear function of the input amplitude. So as the input amplitude is changing, it has to output amplitude has to change linearly with the input amplitude, but it is not changing linearly, so it is changing non-linearly. So then we can say that amplitude distortion is taking place. So amplitude distortion is the distortion, that is change of the output signal, where in a system or device where the output amplitude is not a linear function, not a linear function of the input amplitude under the specified conditions, that we are calling it as amplitude distortion. And in this amplitude distortion we will be having the again two forms that are arising due to non-linearity, that is our output amplitude is not changing linearly with the input amplitude. Due to the non-linearity, we are getting the amplitude distortion. In that amplitude distortion, in electronic systems or devices, we will be having the two types of amplitude distortion. First one is intermodulation distortion and second one is harmonic distortion. First one is intermodulation, second one is harmonic distortion. So in intermodulation distortion, when you are having two sine waves of different frequencies at the input, so it will result in the creation of several other frequency components. So this type of distortion we are calling it as intermodulation distortion. Means, so if you are having the two frequencies at the input, let us suppose that two frequencies signals of f1 and f2, two frequency sine waves of frequency f1 and f2 present at the input, uh, that will result in the creation of several other frequency components. So at the output you have to get the only an f1 and f2. Suppose at frequency of 50 you are getting f1, at 1000 that is at 10,000 hertz you are getting the f2. Due to this intermodulation distortion, so you are getting different spikes in between the f1 and f2, that are due to the uh, what calls creation of other frequency components due to this f1 and f2. So that frequencies may include at the output not only f1 and f2, but it will include f1 plus f2 or f1 minus f2 or 2 f1 minus f2 or 2 f2 minus f1, and generally we are calling it as mf1 plus or minus nf2 for integer m and n, and it will rapidly falls as m and n increases. So this we are calling it as intermodulation distortion. So intermodulation distortion happens when we are having the two input frequencies and f1 and f2 that are to be propagated across a channel. At the output you have to get only f1 and f2, but we are getting different frequencies at the output due to this f1 and f2 mixing, that may be either f1 plus f2, f1 minus f2, or you can call it as in general mf1 plus or minus nf2 for integer any values of m and n. So these values are rapidly falls as m and n increases. So this we are calling it as intermodulation distortion due to different frequency components that are applied at the same time to the input, and we are not getting the same at the output, we are getting different frequency components at the output. That type of distortion we are calling it as intermodulation distortion. So and second one is harmonic distortion. So in this diagram you can see the red one. So the red one is your original signal, and you will be having that original signal, we are calling it as fundamental signal. So the fundamental signal is actually what we have to get at the output. So due to harmonics means unwanted sinusoidal extra signals that are presented due to uh, what you call impurity of the signal at the output. So you are having extra signals. So that extra signals, apart from your fundamental signals, we are calling that extra signals are harmonics. So harmonics of your fundamental signal, harmonics of your fundamental signal. So harmonics of, you will be having the first uh, fundamental signal, then you will be having the harmonics of the your fundamental signal, that we are calling it as third harmonic, fifth harmonic, seventh harmonic, that are shown by different colors. So then you have to add all these harmonics to your fundamental signal to get the resultant uh, waveform at the output, resultant waveform at the output. Then you have to find the total harmonic distortion, total harmonic distortion present in this signal, and this total harmonic distortion to be minimized, so that your output is uh, should have only the fundamental frequency only, fundamental frequency only. So harmonic distortion, when a voltage of single frequency, when a voltage of single frequency f is applied to a non-linear device or system, creates spurious voltages known as harmonics. So here we are what is harmonic distortion, you have to write, we are having only single frequency component f that is applied to a non-linear device, then that device or system will create various spurious voltages known as harmonics. So that harmonics we are calling it as second harmonic, third harmonic, fifth harmonic, seventh harmonic. So based on that, to our resultant signal will be looking like this yellow color signal. So whatever the fundamental signals, the resultant signal will be completely distorted from the fundamental signal due to this harmonics. So what are harmonics? When a voltage of single frequency is applied to your a non-linear device or system, it will create various various spurious voltages known as harmonics. So you may have n number of harmonics, n number of harmonics. So harmonic of a wave is a component frequency of the signal that is a integer multiple of the fundamental frequency, integer multiple of the fundamental frequency. So you will be having second harmonic, third harmonic, fifth harmonic, like that, nth harmonic. So in harmonic distortion, harmonic of a wave, uh, we can define harmonic of a wave is a component frequency of the signal that is integer multiple of the fundamental frequency. If your fundamental frequency is f, then if you are having 3f means that is your third harmonic. If you are having 5f, then you are calling it as fifth harmonic signal. If you are having 7f, then it is called seventh harmonic of the signal, like that. So harmonic of a wave is a component frequency of the signal that is the integer multiple of the fundamental frequency. If the fundamental frequency is f, then you are calling it as 5f means it is the fifth harmonic, nf means nth harmonic, like that. Due to this different harmonics, the total output at the receiver or your device output will be distorted version of your fundamental signal. So that is shown by your yellow color signal, and different colors of this harmonics will result from the non-linear device characteristics. These different signals of the sinusoidal harmonics, we are calling it as third harmonic, fifth harmonic, based on the integer multiple of the fundamental frequency. If the frequency is f, if you will be having the harmonics of the frequency, that is your fundamental frequency is multiplied by integer like 2f, 3f, 4f, etc. So you will be having nf also. So harmonics are all are periodic at the signal frequency. So this one is very important. harmonics are all are periodic at the signal frequency. That is, if you are having the signal frequency of fundamental frequency of f, then your harmonics will be periodic only. That is, it is not like 3 by 2, 5 by 2 like that. It is only 3f, 4f, 5f like nf, but it will not uh, starts at the as a random frequency. It will start only at the integer multiple of the fundamental frequency, so that all the harmonics are periodic signal with respect to your fundamental frequency components, and you will get the total distorted signal that is shown by your yellow color signal. So if suppose here we will see the fundamental pure sine wave. In the first diagram it is the fundamental pure sine wave, then we are adding the third harmonic signal. We are adding the third harmonic signal, so this is the third harmonic signal. Then your harmonically distorted waveform. So actual waveform is this top waveform, and you are adding the third harmonic. Then your output, your input is looking like this, and your output is looking like this one. So completely change of input and output due to this harmonics is present. So this harmonics has to be reduced. So these are the third harmonic. Due to this third harmonics, your input is changed as well as your output is also distorted. Output is also distorted. So you can clearly see from this one. So you will be having the actual fundamental is shown by the dotted signal, and you will be having the harmonics. Due to this harmonics, uh, due to this harmonics, so this harmonic signal will be added to your fundamental signal. Then you are getting the waveform with the harmonic distorted signal. So that is original signal is distorted by this amount of this harmonics. You can draw these diagrams. Previous diagram also you can draw. So first diagram is pure sine wave input and output, and you are adding the third harmonics, then your input and outputs are completely changed. So this is the fundamental component and your harmonic component. So due to fundamental is added to the harmonic, your signal will be looking like A. So B is the fundamental suppressed signal. Only you will be having the harmonic signal only. No, there is no fundamental signal. Only you will be having the harmonics present in the signal, and your fundamental signal is represented by the uh, dotted sinusoidal signal. So harmonic distortion viewed on the spectrum analyzer, that is on the frequencies versus amplitude. Then you can have the visual appearance of the your harmonic distortion, that is undesired component ratio of undesired component to the desired component. It will be look like on the spectrum analyzer, it will be look like this. So here f1 is your fundamental frequency, F2 is your harmonics, F3 is another harmonics. So spectrum analyzer will draw the spectrum, that is y axis is amplitude, x axis is frequency. This your f2 is less than x dB from f1, f3 is less than y dB, that is decibels. So how to calculate this harmonic distortion? How to calculate the harmonic distortion present in your signal? Let us suppose take the RMS value of the your fundamental frequency component, that is your F. That one we are calling it as the amplitude of the RMS value, that is amplitude of the fundamental component is B1, and your harmonics will be starting from 2 3 4 up to n. So you will be having n harmonics starting from 2 3 4. So your first one is fundamental frequency component, that's why we are taking it is its amplitude as B1. So your n harmonics starting from not starting from 1, so it will start from 2, so 2 3 so on up to n. So that harmonics, if you are saying b2 b3 b so on up to bn are the RMS values of its harmonic. So where b2 is the first harmonic, b3 is the second harmonic, so on bn is the nth harmonic, bn is nth harmonic. So then you have to find the harmonic distortion, component of harmonic distortion due to this every harmonics. So let us suppose take, if you are having the your second harmonic is B2. So the amount of distortion presented by this B2 to your fundamental signal F will be D2. It is denoted by D2, that is percentage of second harmonic component distortion, that is denoted by D2, that will be given by your second harmonic amplitude by fundamental frequency component amplitude, that is B2 by B1. Similarly you will be having the third harmonic, then you will be having D3 will be given by B3 by B1. If you are having fifth harmonic, then it is B5 by B1. If you are having 19th harmonic, then it will be B19 by B1. So so on you will be having the nth harmonic, so you will be having Dn, so it will be the modulus of Bn by B1. So your harmonic distortions for components, so D2 will be given by B2 by B1, D3 is B3 by B1, D4 is B4 by B1, so on up to nth harmonic you will be having the Bn by B1. Then you have to then you have to find the total harmonic distortion. So previously we have given the, so these are harmonic distortion due to each individual harmonic, that is due to second harmonic the amount of distortion is given by D1, which is equal to B2 by B1. Similarly due to third harmonics, that is D3 equal to B3 by B1. Due to nth harmonic, Bn by B1. Then we have to calculate the total harmonic distortion due to this 2 3 so on up to n. So that is given by the formula of total harmonic distortion. Total harmonic distortion, or simply we are calling it as percentage of D. Percentage of D. So that is given by the 100 into square root of, so root means square value we are calling it as, so 100 into root mean square value, that is b2 square, b3 square, b4 square up to bn square by b1 square. So b1 is what? Fundamental components. b2, b3, br are all are unwanted component. That's why we are startingly said what is distortion? It is the ratio of unwanted signal to the wanted signal. So percentage of d equal to 100 square root of your b2 square, b3 square, b4 square up to bn square by b1 square. So uh, from the previous slide, what is b2 by b1? It is d2. Similarly, b3 by b1, it is d3. bn by b1, dn. So we can call it as, from that 100 into square root of, it will be d2 square plus d3 square, d4 square up to dn square, or you can call it as 100 into square root of b2 square plus b3 square, b4 square up to bn square by b1 square, or you can call it as, either you can take first equation or second equation. So second equation comes from the previous slide, that is your d2 equal b2 by b1, d3 equal b3 by b1, d4 equal to b4 by b1. Like that, total harmonic distortion will be 100 square root of, that is root mean square value, 100 into square root of d2 square, d3 square, d4 square, so on up to dn square by 100. So that is the total harmonic distortion. It is expressed in percentage as distortion factor, or in dB as distortion attenuation. So it is expressed as percentage of distortion factor. Total harmonic distortion means the distortion caused by the all the harmonic components. Distortion caused by the all the harmonic components with respect to your fundamental frequency component is called total harmonic distortion, and it is expressed in decibels. It is expressed in decibels of attenuation. So percentage of total harmonic distortion will be equal to your square root of, so you will be having the noise is present also, then you can call it as percentage of total harmonic distortion plus noise will be b2 square, b3 square, b4 square up to bn square by b1 square plus b2 square, so on up to bn square. So your noise is added to the numerator as well as to the denominator. So you are calling it as synod, that is signal plus noise plus distortion by your noise plus distortion. So you have in the signal, when it is propagating, it is encountering the noise as well as this harmonics. So you will be having the one more ratio, that is synod, that is signal, noise and distortion. So that will be equal to signal plus noise plus distortion divided by noise plus distortion. So it is also expressed in dB. When you are having the higher synod, then you will be having the signal quality is high, means your noise and distortion should be low and signal should be high, then your synod will be high. That is, higher the synod, then you will be having the higher the signal quality. So different type of distortion analyzers that are available to measure the distortion are tuned circuit harmonic analyzer, frequency selective harmonic wave analyzer, and heterodyne harmonic wave analyzer, and fundamental suppression harmonic distortion analyzer. So in our syllabus we are having the fundamental suppression harmonic distortion analyzer. In this case, what we will do is, we will suppress the fundamental frequency component. We will find the total harmonic distortion caused by each of the harmonics, means we will pass all the harmonics through one device, and we will suppress the only fundamental frequency, then you will get all the components of the harmonics, then you can find the total harmonic distortion. So we will be having the different types of distortion analyzers, or tuned circuit harmonic analyzer, or you can go for frequency selective, or you can go for heterodyne, and last one is fundamental suppression harmonic distortion analyzer. But in our syllabus we will be having the fundamental suppression harmonic distortion analyzer, that we will discuss in the next class. So the following on harmonic analyzers measures each harmonic component separately. So these first three, tuned circuit, frequency selective harmonic, and heterodyne harmonic wave analyzers. These analyzers will measure each harmonic component separately. Means this will measure D2, D3, D4, so on Dn separately. So it will measure the each distortion caused by each harmonic separately. First three. So but your for last one is fundamental suppression will calculate only not percentage of total harmonic distortion, but it will not calculate the distortion caused by each individual harmonic. So that is the main disadvantage of the fundamental suppression harmonic distortion analyzer. So it will do uh, the calculation like percentage of total harmonic distortion will be equal to 100 into root mean square L of all the harmonics, that is b2 square, b3 square, b4 square up to bn square divided by b1 square, b2 square, like that. So suppose you will be having one tuned circuit where you will be having the harmonic analyzer. So voltage of the fundamental frequency component is 5 volts, and second harmonics is zero point 0.8 volts, third harmonic is 0.4, fourth harmonic is 0.2 volts. So actual fundamental frequency is 5 volts. Your second harmonic is voltage is 0.8, third harmonic is 0.4, fourth harmonic is 0.2. Then you calculate the percentage of total harmonic distortion. So from the definition that is given in the formula, so we will substitute that formula. So percent total harmonic distortion, in this formula we will substitute the values. So your b1 is fundamental component is 5 volts, second harmonic is 0.8, third harmonic is 0.4, fourth harmonic is 0.2. Just substitute in this one 0.8, 0.4, 0.2, and main component is 100 into square root of your b2 is 0.8, b3 is 0.4, b4 is 0.2, and your b1 is that is the amplitude of your fundamental component is 5 volts. So 5 square plus 0.8, 0.4, 0.2 whole square, then you are getting the total harmonic distortion of 18%. Total harmonic distortion of 18%. So in this class we have learned about the introduction to the what is distortion and basic types of distortion, that is frequency distortion, phase distortion, amplitude distortion. And in amplitude distortion again we will be having the intermodulation distortion and harmonic distortion. So what is harmonic distortion, so what is total harmonic distortion, and we have also covered the total harmonic distortion plus noise, that is cyanide signal plus noise plus distortion by noise plus distortion, and how to calculate the total harmonic distortion, the formula for total harmonic distortion with a problem and solution of total harmonic distortion we have seen in this class. So the ratio of undesired component to the desired component of a signal is called distortion factor. Distortion factor or distortion, simply distortion, that is ratio of undesired component to the desired component. Amplitude distortion is classified as two types: intermodulation distortion and harmonic distortion. When a voltage of single frequency is applied to the nonlinear device, it creates the harmonic distortion. The ratio of sum of the powers of all harmonic components to the power of the fundamental frequency, we are calling it as THD, total harmonic distortion. Ratio of signal plus noise plus distortion to the noise plus distortion is called sine order. So different frequently asked question in this one is define harmonic distortion, define total harmonic distortion or distortion factor, and write it equation. List the types of distortion analyzers. Thank you very much.